On Sunday, October 8th, the North Bay fires began in Napa and Sonoma counties. Fueled by extreme winds, the fires burned more than 200,000 acres combined, destroyed 8,900 buildings, and killed 43 people. These fires are now the most destructive in California history.
Chris Rhodes is a contractor from Santa Rosa who has built hundreds of homes over his 30-year career.
During the North Bay fires, he lost his own home and all of his equipment. Then just about 6 days ago, Chris received the surprise of his life from Intuit QuickBooks in honor of Small Business Week.
Holy cow, guys. My goodness gracious.
Thought you might need a few things.
Wow, very nice. Holy cow, what's going on here?
A little speechless there. Chris was given $25,000 to replace everything he lost, including his tools, a computer, and his prized possession, a 1976 10-speed. Chris joins us live in studio this morning. What a moment that is just to watch that.
Yeah, it was a surprise. It was a surprise, yeah.
Take me back real quick to October that night and into the early morning hours of the next day. Were you home? Where were you? When did you first know something was wrong?
Yeah, no, we were home. My wife and I, I hadn't slept real well that night. It was really windy, but our neighbor pulled down the driveway probably about 1:30 in the morning, just laying on his horn, saying, hey, you got to get up. The fire's just right over the hill. We need to get out. You know, my wife and I quickly got ourselves together, got dressed, grabbed a few minor things, and we were out the door and down the hill. Yeah, so that's all we had.
I was in some of the burned out areas not far from you in Santa Rosa the day after. There was a lot of adrenaline. There was a lot of, we're going to do this, we're going to get it done. Almost 7 months out. Has that emotion or that sense changed at all?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that Sonoma Strong is certainly still there. People are still, really rallying around one another. The community's really pulled together and is really working together to kind of help, everybody pull back together. So.
Has this experience made you change the way you see possessions or the way you see, even your house? I mean, you and your wife made it out safely.
Yeah.
Has this refocused your, the way you think about things?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, all that stuff was just that stuff, And the house we can rebuild. I had built it originally 27 years ago, so we can rebuild the house. But, getting out of there safely was our main priority.
But it's one thing to lose a house, Chris, but it's another thing to lose a house and then also your business at the same time. When did that hit for you, when you knew that you had nothing when it came to your job, your livelihood?
Yeah. Well, I had I got my work van out, and it had a few tools, basic hand tools, but yeah, the bulk of my stuff was definitely gone. Fortunately, I have a small crew, and so I was able to keep using their stuff and keep things going that we just had on the job site, the jobs we had going. But yeah, it was it was very devastating. I mean, everything I've been accumulating over 30 years was gone.
I want to ask you something about the neighborhoods being rebuilt. Those were most of them tract neighborhoods, and now, is it going to be more of a neighborhood that's built, kind of without tract homes, just every home's going to be different?
Well, like the Coffee Park neighborhood, which is truly just, a kind of a classic American subdivision, that one is there's several builders that have come in and have offered several different plans that people can select from. But there's, 4 or 5 different builders doing that, and then a lot of individual contractors. So it won't be the same, subdivision that it was before. Definitely different. Yeah, in the Fountain Grove area, that area tended to have more custom homes, so that'll probably continue to be that in the future.
What do you say to those people who aren't fortunate enough to receive a big truck full of great things and a check to go with it? A lot of people are still struggling.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's just one day at a time, and that's really how you have to look at it. Is, we get through today, we'll worry about tomorrow when it gets here. But you just have to have a positive attitude, because that's really all you can do. If you kind of dwell on what you've lost, it can be kind of paralyzed.
So go back to this reaction as we watch the video here. Take us back to this moment. I mean, what does this mean to you?
Well, this was like rebirth here. I mean, the business, the opportunity to have these things and to put them to use. My crew's already, using them on a job we're working on
already.
Now. Oh yeah. We had them out of the van Monday morning. They were
There's
already.
No dust on those tools.
No. Yeah. So they're definitely being put to good use.
Do you think this is going to be a defining point in your life where, almost like a rebirth, where you're going to look back and obviously, I know that you got married, but is this point going to be
This
a
is,
big point?
oh, absolutely. This was definitely a defining point in life, no question about it. Yeah, I mean, it'll certainly be right there with getting married and having my kids. Absolutely. This will be something that I'll remember and will certainly shape me and who I am for the rest of my life. Absolutely.
You said you built your home 27 years ago. Are you going to build this home again?
Yeah,
with
pretty
your
much
hands?
the same. Pretty much the same thing. Yeah, we'll try and squeeze it in among some of my other
Couple of
clients.
modern amenities, maybe.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. We needed to redo the countertops, so this is the perfect opportunity. Yeah.
Better than before. Chris Rhodes, thank you so much for
Thanks for
joining us.
coming in.
Thanks for
from
having
Santa
me.
Rosa.
Appreciate it.
It's our pleasure.